In this video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing a fat tire smart bike by Freedare called the Saiga. Let's check it out. Hey, this is Nelson. Welcome back to the E-RYDERS channel. I want to give a shout out to Freedare for sending us out the Saiga for testing and review. This is what the box looks like when it comes in. And we're laying it down on the side. And you might be wondering, why are you laying it down on the side? You guys always pull the bike up from the top. What's going on? Well, this packaging is a little different. As you can see, it's much like a shoebox. You just kind of lift it up. No flaps or anything. And you just take off the top layer. It's a nice thick layer of foam. In fact, there's foam everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen a bike well protected like this. And inside is a little pouch. Inside that pouch is a little multi-tool for putting the bike together. And also we have your left and right pedals. I'm taking off another layer of foam. It's just peeling away at the bike there. Alright, inside a pocket we have a box. Inside that box we have some accessories. First item is a tail light. It's a battery operated tail light. Then we have the headlight in this one, and this one just plugs into the bike using the bike's battery. Alright, and the next item is the bell for those of you riding on the trails. Alright, we also have the controls for the display. Last couple items is a manual, nice color manual. And we have another tool, a little wrench. Alright, here's the charger for the bike. Alright, what else we got in there? Oh, we also have the kickstand. Looks like we got to put the kickstand on too. Alright, well, it's a little easier to get the bike out of the box. You are going to have some trouble with the foam sticking to it though. But that's great. That means it was nice and tight and compact and safe. Alright, first thing we want to do is put the handlebars on, just to kind of get them out of the way. Take off the 4 screws holding the bracket, line up your handlebars, and put the bracket back on. And this will just get the handlebars out of the way so you can put the rest of the bike together. Now you don't have to tighten it if you don't want to. I suggest just, very loosely, just keep the handlebars up. That way when you get the front tire on, you can always line everything up later. We turn the bike upside down to get the tire on. It's a nice thick axle right there. That thing's nice and sturdy. That's pretty beefy. Don't forget to take that spacer off of the brake pads. Alright, lining the tire up is going to be a little different, just to kind of wedge it through. You'll get it. Just kind of Open it up there, stick the axle through all the way to the other side, and then put the washer on. That's a threaded washer, so when you start tightening it, it'll pull that washer inward and secure the axle and the tire. Alright, I'm going to put the kickstand down. It's only 2 screws, so it's no big deal. Just kind of line it up behind the frame there. Alright, now for the pedals, the right pedal, of course, as always, it's clockwise when you tighten up the pedal on the right hand side. And then when you're tightening up the left side, it's always counterclockwise. Alright, now we can go ahead and tighten everything up just to make sure the handlebars are nice and even and squared off with everything else. Now the headlight is only being held down with 1 screw at the top of the bridge on the forks. You might have to hold down the lock nut while you're tightening the front with the Allen wrench. Alright, now to plug it in, make sure you line up the arrows and push. Don't twist, you don't want to break off the pins. Alright, now attach the controls for the display, and that actually just plugs in right into the back of the display on the handlebars there. Don't forget to put the bell on if you so choose. Tighten it up with the Phillips. Now for the rear tail light, we just put it on the seat post there. And like I said, it is battery operated, so all you gotta do is just hit the little button underneath it to turn it on, turn it off. Alright, now don't forget to charge the battery at least 6 to 8 hours. It just drop out battery, it's real easy to get out. And then when it's fully charged, go ahead and put the battery back in. Turn your bike on, see if it starts up. And then here we go, we are greeted with the Freedare logo, really nice. Now we're going to hit the information button and cycle through the max speed, odometer, average speed, all that good stuff. And then we're going to hit the headlight button for a couple seconds, hold it down, and it'll turn the headlight on. It'll also give you a little icon on the display as well. And now we're going to hold it plus and minus for a couple seconds to bring up the settings. As you can see, you have display settings and advanced settings, and you can reset various things. Going back to default, you can even create your own password. And then going up to the display settings, you can set your units of measure. You can reset your trip. You can adjust your screen brightness. Alright, you can even hook up to your phone by Bluetooth. Connecting your bike to your phone using the Bluetooth will give you access to the GPS location and also the movement alarm security feature as well. All you have to do is get your phone and find the Freedare app just in the search menu. Select the Freedare, and then there's the app right there, and install it. Just hit the install button. And then of course wait for it to load. And then go ahead and open it up. And then because it's the first time, you have to register, so fill out all the information it's requesting. Alright, then once you have that all downloaded and registered, open up the app on the phone, turn the bike on so you can sync both the bike and the app on your phone. Alright, just hit the little button on top there to search for the device, and that's the bike, showing 62% battery, and it's matching the bike exactly. Now it's going to be a little hard to see, but as you can see when you open it up, you have a nice GPS map. You also have some diagnostic tools. You can select some of the things you want to see, like the controller. It gives you an OK. You can select the motor. It gives you an OK. Just by selecting each category, it'll say whether it's clear or not. Here's like for example, the brakes. It just says press the brake lever and gives you an OK. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Here's something else, something new that they're adding. Even gives you a nice little graph that shows a lot of stats. A lot of great information on this app, by the way, and it's pretty easy to navigate. Here you have information about your bike. Now this has a nice GPS locator, so you can find your bike, you can lock it out, unlock it. You have you can even look up your stats per day on a calendar. Here is your main screen, which shows the data. So this will show your speed as you're riding, so you can get your miles per hour. But look, it also has a compass around it. Now if I turn the handlebars, you can see the outer ring of the compass going with the direction in which I'm turning. That's pretty neat. Yeah, we even had a headlight feature. You can turn it on using your phone. And you have a few modes too. You have sports mode, tells you what stats are on a sports mode, normal mode, then also the eco mode. Now the eco mode is obviously the most battery saving mode. And you have a nice little map. Shows you exactly where you're at. And some nice information right there. Let's go ahead and check out the components of the bike. So that's what the Freedare Saiga looks like all put together. Sitting on some 26x4 Kenda fat tires. Getting up close where the battery is. It's a 48 volt 20 amp battery. It is also UL certified. It's a drop down battery, so it's easy to take out and put right back in. Nice thick frame, welded nicely. You have a torque sensor, and then you also have the controller right in the back of the frame there. Moving to the rear, you got the Shimano turning derailleur system, and you have a derailleur guard, which is nice, which protects the derailleur. You have your Shimano cassette, and behind that you have the 750 watt motor that peaks at 1000 watts. It's a Bafang, so it's a nice name brand motor. You also have install holes for the rack. If you choose to buy one, you can always purchase the rear rack on their website. It is optional. You have your saddle or your seat. It's a little firm, but it is soft still. You have your quick release for your seat post, and you have your rear tail light, which is battery operated. Another thing I really like about these fat tire bikes, I'm not a big on reflectors on the spokes, but I love that reflective ring that's around the tire. So if you're used to driving or riding at night, it's a nice safety feature. You got your Tektro hydraulic calipers and your 160 millimeter rotors. And you also have your charging port, so you don't have to take the battery out to charge it. You also have the keyhole to unlock your battery to take that out. Again, the wires and cables are nicely neat, tucked into the frame. And your front suspension, you do have the preload and lockout features, so you can fine-tune your suspension the way you like it, especially if you like to go off-road and then quickly decide to just ride on a flat trail. Going up to the top, you have these nice rubber grips. I really like them. They're nice and soft. They are clampable, so they clamp down to keep it from turning. You also have your hydraulic levers. You got your controls for the display and the little bell. Again, nice large color display in the center. Got your 7-speed thumb shifter, and you have the thumb throttle, which I prefer over twist throttles. Got your riser right there, and you also have the ability to charge your cell phone or maybe even a Bluetooth speaker by USB. It's a nice thing to have, especially on those long rides, and this is a long-range bike, by the way. Here's your front headlight that actually is integrated into the battery. Here's your front rotor and that nice beefy front axle, nice and sturdy. And you also have some front mounting hardware up front if you wanted to mount some accessories up front. All right, well, that's the Saiga. It's got a 350-pound max payload capacity, so that's really good for big riders or riders looking to tow a trailer. Let's go ahead and check out the website. So on their website, the Saiga is going for an unbelievable price right now. It's on sale for $1,199. That's a great deal. I don't know how long it's going to be like that, but for right now, if you can take advantage of it, this could go up, this can go down in the future, obviously. But as of this video, it's $1,199. Now it's got a couple colors available. You got the black and you got the silver or the gray, and you also have some other options down below. One of those options being fenders and a rear rack for just an extra $100. So for $12.99, you're getting the full package. That's a lot of bike for a little bit of money, if you ask me. It's a great deal. I'll put the link down below in the description. Also, any coupon codes if I have those to save you a little bit of extra money. Alright, so right to it, let's do the speed test. As you can see, we're full throttle, we're opened up, and we got a high speed of 28 miles per hour on the throttle, which is really good since a lot of throttles cap you out at about 20 miles per hour. So good to see it. Now also, being an off-road bike, I mean, you gotta take it off-road. It's got the front suspension, it's got the off-road tires. The suspension, we took it on all the bumps and the hills, and it handled beautifully. Really smooth ride. We also went uphill. This is one of the longest hills in our neighborhood, and it, climbed that hill with no issues whatsoever. We were doing probably about 12 miles per hour going uphill. This bike also has a very long range, up to 85-90 miles in range on eco mode. And it's great for riders that are about 5'6" to 6'5". Again, this is a lot of bike for a little bit of money. Really good purchase. If you decide that Freedare is a good brand, go ahead and check them out down below. I'll put the link down in the description along with any coupon codes. And again, if you like e-bikes like we do, please like and subscribe and stay up to date on any other future uploads that we do. And my name is Nelson. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.